affects every market. Like, don't limit your mind to thinking that this is just software on phones. Like, this will affect real estate. I mean, now is a great time for any would-be real estate developer to start thinking, okay, well, in this world where this technology is rolled out and becomes commonplace and part of our daily reality, what do people's lives look like? What facilities will they want? Like right now, for instance, in Canada, there's a huge shortage of starter homes, just cheap first-time homes for first-time home buyers. Huge shortage. Right. Anyone could jump in the game and start building those right now and do just fine. But going even further down, what does that look like when you minimize even further? Because minimalism is a huge rising trend, especially amongst our age group right now.
Oh, yeah.
For economic reasons, partially because nobody can afford to buy a big, quote unquote, proper house, right out of college, especially when they're loaded down with debt and everything. Mm-hmm. And then also they just don't want the hassle of managing all that stuff. Like there's a peace of mind that comes with paring things down and keeping things simple. And especially people are staying single longer. They're pursuing their career first and foremost. And like for me, for instance, like in Fort Galt here, we've got some normal sized accommodations, but we do have these smaller, just minimalistic rooms that are also quite popular. That it's basically just room for a desk and a bed and storing some stuff. And people seem to be perfectly cool with that. Me, for instance, like right now, this studio that I'm in started its life as a shipping container. It was retrofitted with just like plastic paneling all over the walls and stuff, and it's not big by any means, but it's a very, very functional use of space. It provides all the essentials for shelter. It's got a little bathroom in it, so that's there. It's got all the lighting set up. It allows me to do like YouTube videos and everything, and there's room to sleep, and there's a nice desk. Like,
I love shipping containers, man. There's so many great alternative uses for all the containers are just lying around everywhere, and they're relatively affordable too.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing with like the new flooring and the paneling and the bathroom and everything was about $5,000. Like,
yeah,
it's great because the truck can come and pick it up and move it anytime you want too.
It's great because I know back home, and you could get a big 20-something foot shipping container for anywhere between $2,000 and $3,000, depending on how new or old it is. And then any average Joe can just go to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy what you need. And then, after maybe a few weeks of work, you have it completely retrofitted, put up some drywall if you want. You could cut into it and punch out windows and doors. And, it's really versatile. And I think with its minimalistic as people are getting in our generation and in the next generation, especially, I think they're worrying less and less about big homes or even big apartments, but looking for something that's new, nice, modern, but also affordable. These shipping container developments that they're putting together in certain places, whether it's for good or for pilots or whatever it's tested out, they seem to really work. And, there's also a lot of possibility for people that are, in poverty too, that need better options. Because
exactly, there's a whole hidden market that doesn't show up on the proper radars because they're populated by people that want to stay off of it. There's like, if you go to any tent city, for instance, in a expensive market like San Francisco or Vancouver or something, half the people in the tent city, they're not junkie bums. They're people that just hurt themselves and missed a paycheck, and now they're screwed. Or their wife left them and now they're out on the, trying to find somewhere to crash. It's just people kind of stuck in a rut that just need a few months to get back on their feet. Like there's a huge market for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's really sustainable. And the fact that you can pick it up and move it to any location that's more desirable is great, because whether it's a plot of land you own or rent, or you could put it by any power source, you could put it by any water source or gas source. I did so much research into this, trying to learn when I had my mining operation at full go. And I was constantly looking for different ways to, create a shipping container full of mining rigs.
Yeah.
I almost did it a couple times, but I always had an issue getting the power company to wire it up. They just
Right.
kept refusing to wire up a shipping container. I'm just like, so stupid. Like, who cares? Just do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I get that sorted, I mean, I would have done so many of them. But the ability to take something like that and design it to be whatever the hell you want for relatively little cash, and then set it wherever you want. I mean, that's just a whole new way at looking at homes. Like, I would rather have a smaller home and a whole lot of property than vice versa.